Ever had that moment? You walk into a meeting, brimming with a brilliant idea, a solution that could revolutionize things. You present it with passion, clarity, and conviction. But then, silence. Or worse, a polite nod, a vague promise to look into it, and your brilliant concept simply fades away, never to be heard from again. It's a common, frustrating experience. What causes this innovative paralysis? Often, the culprit isn't a bad idea, but rather the invisible, yet impenetrable barriers within an organization: corporate silos. Corporate silos are essentially departments or teams that operate in isolation, with minimal communication or collaboration flowing between them. Think of them as walled-off kingdoms within your company. Silos often form naturally as companies grow. What started as a small, cohesive team eventually expands, leading to specialization. Each department develops its own goals, processes, and even its own language. This specialization, while efficient for individual tasks, can inadvertently create boundaries. Teams become so focused on their internal metrics and objectives that they lose sight of the larger organizational picture. Without intentional efforts to connect, departments can become unaware of what others are doing, what challenges they face, or what valuable insights they hold that could benefit everyone. One of the most immediate impacts of silos is information blockage. Critical data, insights, or customer feedback gets trapped within one department, unable to reach others who could benefit from it. This lack of shared knowledge leads to wasted resources. Multiple teams might unknowingly work on similar projects, research the same problems, or develop redundant solutions, duplicating effort and draining productivity. When an idea needs input or approval from multiple departments, it gets stuck in a bureaucratic maze. Each silo has its own priorities, leading to endless reviews, delays, and ultimately, stalled progress. And this is where brilliant ideas go to die. Without the diverse perspectives, cross-functional support, and necessary resources from other departments, even the most promising concepts wither on the vine. The science behind this isn't just organizational. Human psychology plays a huge role. We naturally form in-groups and out-groups. Departments can develop an us versus them mentality, fostering distrust and competition. Furthermore, confirmation bias causes teams to favor information that supports their existing departmental views, making them resistant to new ideas or data that challenge their internal status quo. An idea, brilliant in its original context, can lose its meaning or perceived value when presented to a department without the full background or understanding of the problem it aims to solve. Departments, focused on their own metrics, might view cross-functional collaboration or new ideas as a risk to their established processes or performance targets, leading to an unwillingness to embrace change. The cumulative effect of these siloed behaviors is a significant dampening of innovation. True breakthroughs often emerge from the collision of diverse ideas and perspectives, which silos actively prevent. For employees, working in a siloed environment can be incredibly demotivating. Ideas are ignored, efforts are duplicated, and the feeling of being part of a larger, cohesive mission diminishes. So, how do we break down these walls? One powerful approach is to establish cross-functional teams. Bring together individuals from different departments to work on a shared project or problem. Aligning departmental goals with overarching organizational objectives is crucial. When everyone is working towards the same big picture, the incentive to collaborate naturally increases. Implement and encourage the use of transparent communication platforms. Tools that allow for easy sharing of information, project updates, and progress across all departments. Leadership must champion collaboration. When senior management actively promotes and rewards cross-departmental efforts, it sends a clear message that breaking down silos is a priority. Consider rotational programs where employees spend time working in different departments. This builds empathy, understanding, and personal connections across the organization. Even physical office layouts and digital collaboration spaces can influence interaction. Design environments that naturally encourage spontaneous conversations and information exchange. Finally, celebrate cross-departmental successes. Publicly acknowledge and reward teams that effectively collaborate, reinforcing the value of breaking down those internal barriers. By actively dismantling corporate silos, you don't just save brilliant ideas, you unlock your organization's full potential. You foster a culture of innovation, agility, and collective success.